What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I am one half dynamic duo twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
What's up, y'all? If you're new, welcome. And if you've been listening to us forever, thank you and welcome back.
We are talking Clash in Italy. Overall, with this being just kind of rematch mania, what did you think of it?
I thought it was overall a really good show.
Okay.
Oh, I think it did the job it needed to do going into this summer. Just think about it. The summer, King and Queen of the Ring starts.
Yep.
Night of Champions. Bigger storyline. Bigger picture. SummerSlam.
Yes.
So we have all of that coming up.
And because we are recording on a Wednesday, we already did have the start to the King and Queen of the Ring.
Yes. Very much do not like the new format because I feel like...
It's rushed?
No, I don't even feel like it's rushed. I feel like you're not giving everybody a chance to shine in the best possible light. But we'll continue... But I do like that it's a lot of... Because it's, Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
It's all cross-promotion, so it's...
Yes.
2 SmackDown, 2 Raw, 2 SmackDown, 2 Raw, 2 SmackDown, 2 Raw.
Mm-hmm.
For every Fatal 4-Way,
yeah.
So, you get a lot of potential matchups that you wouldn't normally see otherwise. Mm-hmm. We got the Fatal 4-Way of Carmelo Hayes, Solo Sikoa, Oba Femi, and Penta. Let's be real, without a tournament like this, we'll almost never see the Oba Solo connection. We won't see the Melo Penta connection.
Yeah, unless the trade comes in and they
the switch off. Speaking of trades, as announced when they did the brackets, and then a little later on in the night, Finn Bálor has been traded to SmackDown.
Yes.
For literally next to nothing. What is Adam Pearce's issue with Finn Bálor? Think about it. Roster's full, so they trade him to SmackDown. Earlier this year, Rumble's full, so you no longer get your spot back. What is your beef with Bálor, bro?
I don't know. Let's have him fight.
Bálor versus... Okay, but, I'm thoroughly enjoying... I know the brackets were set up a certain way, and if you remember, I know I put this in our group chat.
Yeah.
Tala Tunga and Ricky Saints were supposed to be original members of the bracket. They were swapped out for now Drew McIntyre, a returning Drew McIntyre, which we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And now Sami Zayn.
Yes, that's strange because literally everything I've seen since that came into the group chat is saying that they're still in it.
Well, they, and I've been listening to Busted Open, Off the Ropes, Not Sam Wrestling, Sirius XM Fight Nation, channel 156. Go listen to it, because when I'm out of the loop, that's exactly how I get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
They've been talking about it pretty much all week.
Okay, we'll have to see when it comes to it.
I believe I saw an updated bracket somewhere. I'll have to relook for it.
Yeah.
As
long as we know.
One thing, it was announced, because the tournaments were announced on the Clash in Italy pre-show.
Okay.
We saw, they had an interaction with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan announced that she was going to be in it. Why? A fan tweeted her about this, by the way. Mm-hmm. And she said, and it makes sense for her character of I want it all, essentially, but it was basically, she could have dumbed it down of, that's the one thing I haven't accomplished. I want to accomplish it. Shit. But it turned into this long-winded, to sum it up, I'm the best and I want it all.
Yeah. So if you guys don't pay attention to our socials, please jump into paying attention to them. They are linked in the description. We will be posting up our own brackets as to what we think the winner will be of the King and Queen of the Ring.
Do we have everybody's brackets?
Yes, I just have to formally write out yours and Desario's. That is
okay, cool.
And then I literally have everybody from Wrestling Crossroads.
All right, cool. All right, so
with that being said,
that's all been acknowledged and taken care of, because that's going to play into a lot of how we talk about.
Yes.
In the aftermath, Clash in Italy opened up free hour on ESPN. If you are here in the States, Cody Rhodes defends his WWE Undisputed title against the Ring General, the career killer Gunther. Gunther,
however you want to pronounce
No, this was actually a funny thing on Off the Ropes. I think it was Friday. They were debating because WWE doesn't even know how to pronounce the man's name.
Half the time.
It's Gunther. Nobody knows how to say it.
Guten Tag, man.
So, it's funny to hear that rant, but overall, this was actually a really good technical match, a decent back and forth. One thing that I know I listened to, and I believe this came from the words of Dave LaGreca, and I agreed with it, is a lot of you knew Cody was going to go over.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Cody retained his title. And it was, are we really, with them being on ESPN, that free hour on ESPN, you want people to tune in to buy the bundle to, watch. So, of course, you're going to have him go over. And Cody, in all 3 of his reigns now as WWE Champion.
Is it 3?
This is now his 3rd.
Oh, Lord.
He beat Roman, lost it to Cena. Beat Cena.
Lost it to Drew.
Beat Drew, and now we're here.
Oh, no.
This is the second time he's defended outside of the U.S., by the way. The first time was to Drew, and he lost. But,
anyways.
Back to we've never really been... Cody hasn't been in a position where you think he might actually lose his title.
Yeah, that's true.
When you watch his reigns,
yeah.
At no point in the 3 reigns have you ever thought, outside of now Cena, and now his feud with Gunther, hopefully, it's never been he might actually drop the title. And I think that is one thing that Roman, even with the minimal defenses that he had in his 4-year championship reign, did well. He gave you the illusion that he could be beat. Did he get beat? No. But he made you think it was possible.
That's what... Cody Rhodes, take some notes.
That's honestly... with this World Heavyweight Championship and his backlash match with Jacob...
Yeah.
He made you think Jacob could actually be the guy.
Let's talk about that when we get to that later.
I'm just, comparing championship notes right now. Obviously, we haven't gotten that far. That was our main event. But Cody wins in very controversial fashion.
Yes.
After a clothesline and a crossroads, Gunther's legs are actually under the bottom rope. Mm-hmm. The ref in the match is not in position to see it and counts the 3 count. Gunther's legs were under that rope for at least a 2 count. The pin never should have started.
No, because if you don't know, wrestling-wise, if a foot is under or above touching the ropes, if
it is in the ropes at any capacity, mm-hmm. It is an illegal pin. So I'm going to go into the grade real quick.
Yes.
It gave it a C. It was a decent opening match.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the ref being out of position, it was kind of a quick match for them.
Yeah.
And honestly, the wrong person went over. It really should have been Gunther.
Give something fresh.
Give us something fresh. Give us something that we kind of want to see because we're already tired of Cody. But...
when haven't we been tired of Cody?
I guess post-show, Cody did acknowledge it and said, hey, Gunther, if you want a rematch, I got you. Bully and Dave LaGreca talked about this on Busted Open.
Yep.
Talking about how Gunther needs to do not go to Aldis. Do not go to the referee. You get in Cody's face and you tell him he knows he didn't win that match. Not to say that he wouldn't have won the match, but in that moment... you didn't beat me.
No.
And I need to see that play out. I need Gunther Cody 2 with Gunther righting the wrong and going over.
Yeah.
Gunther, you call him out. I want to watch SmackDown on Friday. Mm-hmm. And the opening segment
is a pissed off Gunther.
Is a pissed off Gunther. He calls him out to the middle of the ring. And he's like, I want you in here because I want to speak to you face to face. And he's like, you didn't beat me. You know you're wrong. Is that really how you want to go about your championship reign? And another thing they brought in is, we've seen the shift in Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy then later tells Cody, because Cody's stewing on it. Mm-hmm. He runs into him in the back. you know he's right. You don't want to hear it, but you know Gunther's right. And is that how you, as a Rhodes...
Yeah, because they've been throwing that in his face a lot.
...want to conduct business.
Yeah.
You didn't win. If that's how you want to claim your win, fine, be it that way. Mm-hmm. But you know it's not the right way to go about business. And you as a Rhodes and Dusty and Cody were guys of honor and prestige and, you know...
really playing to the dad character.
You know, they really held themselves with a higher pride in doing things the right way. You set up Cody, Gunther to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, that's where this needs to culminate.
I agree. Doesn't need to culminate anywhere else. Like, leave it there.
But let's see how this plays out.
So your initial grade for it, I don't think you actually
I did. I said a C.
Okay.
I said a C, and then I broke down why it was a C.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I didn't hear it. That's why I kind of went, hey, let's get the grade out there before I jump into our next one.
Jump into the next match.
Next match, WWE Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley defends against Jade Cargill in a rematch from their WrestleMania 42 bout. Starting off, Jade was really dominant in a majority of this match. Really had Rhea on her toes.
I don't think it's something that Rhea is very used to because not many women are going to outmuscle or outpower Rhea Ripley.
No, especially with her having to lose a lot of the muscle due to medical reasonings. There were a lot of botches throughout this entire match. One being a flip that Rhea normally does as like a semi-cannonball on the outside of the ring. Jade caught her very awkwardly, and the landing onto 2 feet was very sloppy. Getting back into the ring, Rhea attempted a Razor's Edge. Cargill countered on a very sloppy move again. Back and forth for a bit, but Cargill did go into a different arsenal where she actually hit a Blue Thunder Bomb. Before B-Fab and Michin made their way out to try and save a pinfall for Cargill. That was sloppy on B-Fab's end.
B-Fab got caught.
And they were told to ejecto from the side of the ring.
Charlotte comes out and...
Yep. They turn around. Charlotte Flair is there. I never thought I'd like that pairing as much as I currently have.
Oh my God. I don't know what it is, but it has been
But I do. Beautiful. I will say that I love that they're setting up for Charlotte Jade.
Oh yeah. And you know what? That is something that you don't need a title to be involved, and it's still going to be a draw. But you know what I want to see? They teased it a little bit. They teased it a little bit. If you remember, did you watch SmackDown?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you catch any of the clips?
I don't believe so. I'm going to be 1,000%. Okay.
So...
what did they tease?
They kind of reminded us of how good Alexa Bliss can really be.
Oh, yep. I saw her calling them out.
Because there's the moment with B-Fab, Michin, Jade, and Rhea, and then out comes Charlotte and Alexa.
Yep.
Man, she has been such a background character for so long with Bray and now with Charlotte. You forget just how good she is on the mic and in the ring when left to her own devices. Because when she told Jade, listen, I give every rookie a courtesy warning. Mm-hmm. I've been in the ring physically and on the mic with people that are better than you.
Yep.
So watch yourself before I embarrass you before your career can start.
Yeah, I did see that clip.
I didn't watch SmackDown.
Yes.
But I was listening to Tommy Dreamer on Busted Open that Saturday morning.
Okay.
And they were talking about it. And they played the clip. And I saw it on Instagram and I saw it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And I was like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a reminder of Alexa can really be top dog.
Oh, yeah. And she needs to. She needs to be on top.
Like I love the pairing of Alexa and Charlotte.
I love Charlotte.
It's been great. It's been fun. The friends of convenience turned best friends, Charlotte, whatever you want to call them. Split them.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, you have to have one turn, just mutual. Hey, I need to remember who I am as an individual. You need to focus. You have a lot of other stuff that you are focused on. Peaceful split. Keep them both baby faces because they have been money as baby faces. Mm-hmm. But give me Charlotte as a single stars again because later that night she had an amazing match with Jade.
Are you talking about Alexa or Charlotte?
Alexa.
You said Charlotte at first.
Now, Alexa had a match later on after that promo. An amazing match. She may have taken the L, but again, she reminded you just how good Little Miss Bliss can be when you let her be Alexa freaking Bliss.
All right.
And I need to see this again. I know you want to see this again. The fans deserve to see this again.
Give me the goddess. It doesn't even have to be that. Just give me no spooky, which I know she did retire.
She's 100%
which
stated
I didn't know
that
she retired.
With Bray's passing, that gimmick is retired.
So that would leave to a different version of the goddess.
Give me
the goddess.
I'm okay with something that she's got going, with whatever she's got going now. Because I feel like that would work for her regardless. Because she's still kind of with her attire and such. She still plays into that little spooky role, but but you could tell she's broken free from it in every other aspect. But that little nod.
I just
she made
I
Jade
loved her as a heel there.
Honestly, she's one of few, because not everybody can play both roles.
Yeah, no, I know.
And there are a lot of guys that we have stated, guys and girls that we have stated, this is what works better for you. There's a lot of guys that this is what I prefer to be anyway. Rollins has stated he prefers to be the heel.
Yeah.
He feels he does a lot better as a heel. He can be a lot more believable as the character because he's not... Because when he's in his babyface role, he's trying to play himself, which is difficult in it.
Yeah, Colby Lopez does not need to be in a wrestling ring as Colby Lopez.
No.
Whereas his wife, I think, actually
is a better face.
Yeah, she's a better...
Becky Lynch is significantly a better face.
She's a better face with just that little tip to heel, when she was the man.
When she first brought in the man?
Yes.
I would...
Best
If
gimmick.
we can get a retro night where everybody brings back a retro gimmick, I need her to bring back for a night the Last Kicker.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, the Last Kicker was... The steampunk vibe was always my favorite, but yes, it did run its course.
It did. And it was... Main roster-wise, it did not work.
It did. It did at first. It got really stale really quickly, though.
It did, because if you go back to, WrestleMania 30 they were on? Or was it 31? Nope, 32. 32 they were on, that's when they changed the Divas title. 32.
Yeah.
Okay, when you go back to WrestleMania 32, and it's in video clips, and I swear we'll get back to the match in just a second. When you go back to WrestleMania 32 with them.
That's how you know this match wasn't nothing, because look at what we're talking about right now. But we should be dissecting this.
Okay, anyways. Go back to WrestleMania 32. Who were the two Mattel dolls made out of that match?
Charlotte and Sasha.
But who were the three in that match?
Charlotte, Sasha, Becky.
Because Becky was stale. Because the steampunk beyond her coming up in PCB was gone.
And they didn't know what to do with her after.
No.
Once they let her
broke,
run.
That was it.
They let her run that course a little too long. Mm-hmm. But once they were able to find that shift, it was beautiful. It was great. It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Once the man came, I think that
was
And
honestly, if we can revert back to the man, not Big Time Bex, because it was a great heel gimmick, but it didn't become stale. It became a lot. It was overdone. Yeah. Whereas Steampunk Irish Last Kicker was underdone. The man was that perfect medium.
I think
and could work as both a face and a heel.
Big Time Bex is the equivalent to thank you, Trish. Totally. Overdone, overplayed, overblown. Done.
So
back into this match real quick. so we can get just at least through the end of it. Charlotte Flair did make her appearance, as we had said. She took out Michin and B-Fab. And then there was a point where Rhea had picked up the upper hand. Or Jade had picked up the upper hand on Rhea. She saved Rhea, put the foot on the ropes. Turned out fair play.
Yep.
Rhea then capitalized, hitting Jade with a riptide. 1, 2, 3. Rhea retains. I want to point out 2 things with this match before we jump into the next one.
All right, cool, because I did not grade it.
That's fine.
It did not do any good job of holding my interest.
Yeah, it had...
It got real quick.
All right, so number 1. Rhea made Jade look like $1 million in this match.
Alexa did a better job of it on Friday.
That's fine. However, in this match, she was the one that carried everything, especially with the botches. Number 2.
Because she's the vet.
Yeah. Number 2. Why did Rhea struggle with every single riptide she did? If you go back, I know you don't like it, but watch the ending 10 minutes of the match, barely 10 minutes. Every single riptide she did with Jade sandbagged her. She struggled on every single one. And it's ridiculous. Because how am I going to make sure you're safe if you're sandbagging me? And why are you sitting here and not even reacting to anything I'm doing? You're no-selling. And that's fucking ridiculous. Take us into the next match before I get into that. Before
I go into the next match, I need to quick shout out, praise, moment of praise for Corey. Corey Graves is a true professional. He did a fantastic job on the pre-show. Did a fantastic job calling match after match after match alongside Michael Cole.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that that's a pairing we have back on our TVs on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
But also the fact that he, real life, Saturday night in Mexico, called AAA, Mask versus Mask. Great match, by the way. To then fly to Turin, Italy to make sure he was there to call the action alongside Michael Cole for Clash in Italy. My guy. I need to give him his flowers. I needed to give him his flowers before we moved on, because nobody talks about that kind of stuff enough.
No.
Everybody pays attention to what's going on in the ring. Nobody pays attention to the voices calling the action and the amount of work that they put in. Because they put in just as much, if not more work than the guys that are in the ring trying to tell that story. They are just as big a part of this.
They're just as, wiped out, beaten out as the
They
guys.
do just as much traveling to make sure this happens.
If not more, sometimes, like Corey.
So,
he's on 2 shows.
He's on 2 shows, and I want to point out, he's in 2 different countries 90% of the time. They're currently...
I feel for his wife, man.
Dude, I want to point out, again, so we went Mexico to Italy. Now he's got to fly back to Mexico for Saturday's show in AAA, to then fly to France because they're in Paris for Raw on Monday.
Jeez.
If that man does not get a raise, y'all messed up.
Y'all did something
Because I don't know when the European tour ends. But I know later this month, on a Saturday, if they have him there, he's there for Clash, or for Night of Champions, to then have to fly to Mexico to call AAA.
We'll get into all that stuff in a bit.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Think about...
No, I know. I know what you're saying. Yep.
He's in 4 countries in the span of 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
That is insane for him. But going into our next match, another rematch, and probably the biggest match to come out of this show, and the only match that doesn't have a title on the line.
Yeah.
Brock.
Didn't need it.
Oba.
2.
Now, everybody's, they're setting up for number 3. They're setting up for number 3. And yes, they are. I truly loved how well this match was done. Both men were still insanely powerful. They showed off that strength. They still played really well off of each other. Her match wasn't very long.
No.
I looked at the breakdown of all the matches, by the way.
Yeah.
Your longest match was your main event.
Well, no, yeah.
Cody Gunther was only about 11 minutes.
Okay.
Jade Rhea was about 7. Brock Oba was about 7. Jade Rhea was 9. And I want to say Soul Becky was like another 10, 11 minutes.
Okay.
So, like, decent amount of match times, actually.
Okay.
But, man, did you watch these men struggle in a way that made sense. Picking up the win after 7. I need you to point out, like, Brock
was really red, man.
Brock was red. Brock was right. Brock really... Oba definitely did a good job of making Brock look good, and Brock did the same thing. Clearly, there was a sign of respect there because Brock don't sell for nobody.
No.
Brock don't ever try to put nobody over if he doesn't respect you. Punk has talked about that on a few occasions.
Yeah.
Of how if in his program with Brock way back when, going into SummerSlam, if he doesn't respect you, he's not gonna...
Yeah, he's not gonna sell.
He's not gonna sell. He's gonna sandbag. He's just straight up gonna make you look like you are an incompetent tool. He hasn't done that in either match against Oba.
No.
7. It took 7, and one of them threw a table.
The announce table, yep.
To get Oba down. I need to point out, Brock was happy taking that count out after he put him through the table.
Yep. Got right back in the ring.
When Oba got up, if you saw his face in the corner of straight shock and disbelief of what the hell is this man made of?
Well, when you think about it, the way Oba got up, it was like... I don't want to say it was a no-sell because it wasn't a no-sell, but the way he got up was just... Was that supposed to hurt? I was napping for those 7 seconds.
Nah, like... You can tell, though, as he took each one, he sold the damage.
Oh, no, I'm talking more... I'm more or less talking just going through the table.
Yes.
That's
but, like, he got up. He let it know.
He sold everything, yeah. Beautiful.
He sold it to the point, like, yeah, that hurt, but clearly it wasn't enough to keep me down.
Yep.
Gets back in the ring. He's selling the Kimura.
Oh, my God.
That is something I haven't seen in forever. And then they nod back to when Lesnar broke Triple H's arm with the Kimura way back when, too. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah.
Before their match, yeah. I think it was Mania.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, before their match at Mania.
Was it Mania? I thought it was SummerSlam.
Either or.
Either way.
It was a big 4.
Either way, we got that. Like,
that's when you know he's digging down deep.
Because it was, what do I got to do to put it away? Brock eventually picks up the win.
Yeah.
Match got a B-, by the way. 1, it was quick, and I think you could have done a little more, but you still built the young star even in defeat.
I would have, personally, I would have given it an A-.
And personally, I feel like the finish was wrong. I'm not saying Oba should have won.
Yeah.
A concept that I heard, though, would have been great. Oba wins. Lesnar's trying to figure out what to do. So he's like, all right, give me one more chance at redemption. SummerSlam, I'll put my career on the line if I still cannot beat you. If I cannot beat you this third time. No, I wanted, and when I went to the outside, I was kind of hoping for it. That F5 through the announce table, right? You see it. Lesnar's still unhinged. He's on top of him, just berating him, beating him down. They don't hear the count. Double count out, no finish. Lesnar's so beside himself because he can't figure out how to, after Oba got up from the table, Lesnar out the ring and they're brawling on the outside. Don't hear the count, no finish. Lesnar's beside himself because he still can't put this guy down.
Yeah.
And just loses all types of control because we've seen Lesnar do it.
Oh, yeah. But I think that's more Lesnar of old.
But this is one of those where he should have tapped into that. It would have furthered that story even more. It would have made it that much more intriguing. Now I'm even more sold than I was before. I am locked in on probably the biggest story going into this summer. Because of this.
Well, I see, there's a way I can go about this, because both men sat there afterwards and they went, one. I have one, you have one. Now we need to see who gets two.
Lesnar bringing in kind of Steiner math. 1 + 1 = you're done. I laughed at this photo.
But here's where I'm going for, and I don't know if you want me to talk bracket-wise. Because what I have in my bracket, specifically written, ties into this match.
Okay, there's a lot of breakdowns on how this... But we're going to go into the bracket, because now I want to talk about some of the aftermath that came from this. Starting with that first Fatal 4-Way.
Okay.
Oba, Solo,
Mello.
Penta, Mello. Fantastic match. They realize this guy's a threat. He's not as...
Yep.
he's not really strutting the way Oba struts. They realize this. They try to take him out on the entrance. He gains his bearings. Shot puts Oba. Shot puts the hell out of Solo. Funniest. I'm sorry, but this is why I could never be a pro wrestler. What you mean I got a match with Oba Femi? I'm not coming out. I forfeit. I'm not getting tossed. Like I'm a sack of potatoes.
You are a sack of potatoes, though.
Shut up. But anyway.
Anywho.
No. So he goes on, he wins the match, he advances in the bracket.
Yeah.
Cuts the promo that makes you believe he's still in there. He addressed his loss at Lesnar, gave Lesnar his flowers.
Yeah. And
he's like, it took you 7 F5s. And I want to point out, it took Oba 1 fall from grace and a choke slam.
Yep.
To put Lesnar down. But it took Lesnar 7 F5s and 2 Kimuras to put down the ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Oba addressed it. You want to know how I respond to your loss? By winning King of the Ring. That did so much to sell me on Oba and his presence. Now wherever he goes, I'm not saying you have him win the damn thing. Because to try to have him do double duty at SummerSlam is going to be a lot, and nobody wants to see that. Yes, a lot of people are predicting that.
You have no clue what I'm predicting.
I see your little dance. I see your little dance. I know you well enough. You've been my best friend and my sister for like 20 years. Shut your face.
I ain't even shown you my bracket.
But anyway, everybody... And if you do have him win, he doesn't go after Roman. He goes...
No, I don't have him win.
Okay. No, but a lot of things that I want... That a lot of fans are seeing, and even I'm on this train, is he loses either in the semifinal or in the final because of a Brock Lesnar interference.
That's what I have.
Or if he does win the whole thing, either Lesnar costs him the match at SummerSlam against the World Heavyweight or the WWE Champion, and say he does win.
Mm-hmm.
Lesnar comes out at the end of SummerSlam, and now you set up something for Survivor Series.
See, I have in my bracket specifically written that in the
Lesnar costs Oba the tournament.
Yep, in the finals.
Especially because on the same side of the Oba's bracket, Breakker is in the next match. So we might be gearing at after the main event of Raw, Rollins or Corey calling Rollins can now put the vision behind him after he beat Braun Breaker in the main event. Rollins and Breakker are still on the... So either the finals is Rollins Breakker or Rollins Oba. And I can see this playing out. Breakker, Oba, Lesnar gets involved. Why? 1, he has a score to settle with Oba. He wants to be the one to win the trilogy. 2, he's also a Paul Heyman guy. Breakker and Lesnar both being Paul Heyman guys, you know he's going to do whatever Heyman wants him to do. Whatever Heyman asks him to do because of that mutual love and respect.
So,
I'm going to help protect
do you want me to give
Heyman
mine?
Guy.
Do you want me to give my finals?
Do it.
My finals, Oba loses because of Lesnar.
You're not going to get that in the final. That would be a semifinal match because they're on the same side of the bracket.
Well, the bracket I looked at was different, so...
If you look at the bracket the way it stands now, and you can go on WWE.com to look at this bracket, Oba and Braun are on the same side of the bracket.
Okay.
So that'd be a semifinal match.
So mine initially went, I can't remember if it's semifinal or if it's final, but I believe it was semifinal now that I think of it. Braun goes on and advances in that semifinal. You have either, if Drew is the one, either Rollins or Drew in that semifinal, Braun takes the whole cake. I see it. I see them strapping the rocket to him more than anything. Only because Lesnar costs him. But I don't see anybody else in the other brackets going above Braun.
Rollins would be the only believable outcome. Especially because if you watched Monday Night Raw or caught any of the glimpses, he beat him. He's already beat him. And he beat him clean.
Oh, I watched it.
So...
But there's still more that could come against Rollins.
And with a very busted up Vision, because goddamn if they're not cursed.
One just got into a car accident.
Of course he did.
It's one that's trying to return. He's got into a car accident.
Bronson Reed?
Yep.
Of course.
Nobody's hurt, though.
Good. Also, Logan Paul finally acknowledging that a torn tricep ain't no joke. Because if you remember back when Punk was tore his tricep, he made a comment about, you tore your little tricep and now you're going to be out forever? Like, what kind of stuff is that? And now he's realizing, he admitted it on his Impulsive podcast today. And issued an apology to Punk for making fun of him because now he realizes the severity of it.
Okay, beyond this, give us the grade.
I already did.
Let's jump into the next match because we are going so many extra roads that we don't need to.
We went the King of the Ring road, which definitely directly played into this.
Yes and no, because
it was literally, we talked about Oba's play into this, like the way he sold that left arm.
Yep.
And like the fact that, and again, that promo of this is how I'm going to respond to the losses. I'm going to go on to show that I am still a badass dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take us into our next one, though.
All right, next match we have Becky Lynch defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Sol Ruca. This is Sol's second time fighting for a title on the main roster. Yeah, I know how you feel about this. We'll get into it. So pretty even matchup between these two women. Nobody could really honestly get the upper hand. You did get to see a lot of times throughout this match Becky really pulling Jessica Carr into the middle of this fight and using her in ways of knocking Sol off the top rope by pushing her into it, pulling her into the way.
I'm gonna put she didn't actually push Jessica Carr into the rope. If you paid attention to that, she's trying to pull her over, and as Jess is trying to pull back, she kind of, it's not when you're playing tug of war, and then you let go, and then the person falls backwards. That's what happened there.
Same difference in a way.
But she didn't like to actively shove someone. That's a shove. You trying to break my grip is not.
Either way, she did something that affected the ref falling into the ropes. There was a moment where Sol attempted a snow snatcher, but Lynch, in a beautiful fashion, grabbed her and was able to put in an armbar.
Oh my god, dude, that was probably one of the cleanest Sol snatchers I had seen her deliver in her call-up.
Yep, since the call-up. But Sol Ruca did reverse the armbar.
That was a nice little segment.
Yes. Becky Lynch failed at hitting the manhandle slam and allowing Ruca to land a diving X Factor instead, which, if you don't know what a diving X Factor is, it's the Bella Buster, essentially. More or less for people who know, like, former just names of it. When there was a moment later where Sol. I'm reading two different words at the same time. Lynch attempted Sol Ruca's Soul Snatcher at one point, leading Sol to take the manhandle slam from Becky, trying to get the pinfall on that one. Afterwards, Sol did hit a clean and beautiful Soul Snatcher. 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch puts over Sol Ruca, giving her the Intercontinental Championship.
Making her the first black woman to hold that title.
Yay. Well, yay, because yes, that's
that's
big.
A huge accomplishment.
It
I'm not trying to take anything away. I
know how you feel about
because like it has nothing to do with race on how I feel.
Yes.
Because you know me, I have been a Ruca fan since day one.
Mm-hmm.
Since NXT day one, she's got the look, she's got the athleticism, she's got she has the tools.
You're about as behind Ruca as you were Naomi when she first broke onto the scene. Because you loved the hell out of Naomi, too. I love
heel Naomi, okay?
I just mean Naomi in general.
She's got the great talent.
She does. But
the character is what didn't sell me on her completely.
No.
Early on. Soul's got a great gimmick. She's got the athleticism. She's gorgeous.
Yep.
She has everything to be top woman.
However,
I'm going to give the grade to the match because my explanations for the grade also are going to tie into
the grade.
All of this.
Okay.
So, I gave it a B. One, you furthered the storyline, which is what we needed between Becky and Jess. You know we're going to see this culminate at some point.
It needs to be at SummerSlam.
But, there's a lot of moments where Becky was taking her eyes off the prize to argue with Jess, and Jess is like, dude, worry about your title. Don't worry about me. You do your job and I'll do mine.
This has costed her the title against Maxine. This has costed her the title against AJ. And now Soul.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Listen, if you just putting her in her place, you are worried about the wrong thing. I know how to do my job. You need to focus on yours. You're in the middle of a title match and you're arguing with me.
Yes.
Focus up. Two, both women got to shine beautifully. Wrong finish, the wrong winner. And again, it is everything to do with you're really going to sit here, and Corey even said it, you're going to really sit here and tell me that the woman in being called up about a month and a half ago, Raw after Mania, hasn't won a single match on the main roster.
Yes.
This is her first one?
Yeah, for a title.
What have you done to build enough credibility to put this title on her? What have you done to make me believe she should be champion? Absolutely nothing.
I agree.
Yes, did Becky cheat at Saturday night's main event? Yes, because it's what Becky does. She's doing some great heel work. But you talk about, she took, Michael Cole brought it up. Oh, she took Io to her limit. She took Liv to her limit in her debut match. She performed really well against this person and that person. Corey Graves said it best. Horseshoes only count in what? Almost only counts in what?
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Thank you. Taking someone to the limit and actually holding a victory over them are two completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to build her to win this title, she should have beat Io. I'm not saying she should have beat Liv. She should have beaten Liv. Liv was coming fresh off of a win.
Yeah,
holding the World Championship gold. Liv needed to win that match.
Yeah.
But she should have beaten Io. If you're going to build somebody who be in the title picture of any title, tag, mid-card, world, I don't care. You need to give them some credibility to make it believable and justifiable, and this just wasn't it.
No.
It is too soon for Soul Ruca.
All right. Sir?
Main event World Heavyweight Championship defended in a tribal combat. Cousin versus cousin. Jacob Fatu challenging the head of the table, the OTC, the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. And this match is about as personal as it got because of it. And I loved Michael Cole and Corey's commentary throughout the whole match. A+, thank you. Everything about this. We didn't get to the level of brutality that I thought, there was no bloodshed in this match.
Yeah, no.
But it got brutal enough that it still delivered the the story, and it was still just as impactful, which is great. Because I hear the use of blood, bullying it, Dave LaGreca talked about it when talking mask versus mask. The use of blood can help a storyline as long as it is necessary. If it actually has a point, don't just bleed to bleed.
Yeah.
Unlike I love that.
People in AEW.
Oh, they definitely took a shot at Moxley. Without saying that they were taking the shot at Moxley. But anyway.
Yeah, Anywho.
We got a chance to spill to the outside.
Yes.
And they're they're going through the crowd. There was a moment where I think it was like Jacob threw popcorn at Roman or something like that. And I love Michael Cole talking about, oh, well, I guess the crowd in that section gets to eat for free tonight. Gem of a human being.
Absolutely love
But
it.
as they make their way back around, they're trying to set up the tables.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of Roman talking smack, though, throughout this match.
I did notice that.
But it was all smart. It wasn't unneeded. It was, you think I needed... Like, one of them was, you think I needed anybody? You say I had to cheat to win. I didn't beat you with any help.
Yeah.
The biggest focus was Roman ripped the turnbuckle pad off of at Backlash. So what did he do? He proceeded to do it on 3 of the 4 turnbuckles here. But it was, I didn't need anybody. I can beat you on my own. I'm doing this because I love you. And it was, and it went. Jacob had his hand wrapped up. Why? To further the damage that he can cause with the tongue and death grip.
Mm-hmm.
Taught to him by Haku. Bad man. Bad. But, so we saw one of my favorite moments in this match.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he would pop a powerbomb or if he was going for the pop-up Samoan drop. But as he did the pop-up, Roman reverses it with that Superman punch.
Yep, that was
such a smooth transition. Yeah. Jacob and Roman work so well with each other. And I'm loving every second of this rivalry. But as the match went on, we got the spear Jacob kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Tongan death grip, Roman is able to break free. Roman is realizing, I have no way to stop this, so I'm going to continue to cause damage to that right hand. And he's like, and he made it a point to talk about it as well. Like, you can't do nothing with a messed up hand. You can't do nothing with it now. Lock in that thing now. As he's, messing his hand up. Mm-hmm. Chair with it, trapped in the stairs. Stacking it with the steel announce table.
Toolbox.
The toolbox.
Slammed it on the announce table.
Slammed it on the... in the ring, he goes out of his way to make sure he, stomps on it. And they're going at it. They are true combatants for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Roman hit 2 more Superman punches. And Jacob took them. Not only did he know so, but he used it to fuel himself. Mm-hmm. He took it, he did the little shimmy.
Oh, I love that shimmy.
Oh, honestly. My God.
I didn't think Jacob Fatu was going to be one that I really got behind, but I absolutely love everything about him.
I told you were going to get behind him, and you're like my buddy, you're like one of my buddies that, we'll talk wrestling. He comes to the bar, we'll talk wrestling. He wasn't sold on Jacob. All right, cool. Go back and watch his work. Because he's like, yeah, who is this guy? Because he's very mainstream wrestling. He doesn't pay attention to the MLWs, the New Japans, whatever. If he can't easily access it, he'll come to me. And one of the people, he's like, I'm not completely sold on Jacob. I don't know who he is. Go back and watch his work. I was like, dude, you're going to like him. You're going to love him.
See, my thing with you...
That's probably one of his favorite guys right now on the roster.
My thing with you was, I looked at you and I said, I don't know how sold I'm going to be on him because it was just another member of the Bloodline. And by that time, the Bloodline was really... what they were doing with it was just really stale. And I just wanted it to end. Now you're bringing
because he came into Solo's Bloodline.
Yeah, because now what you're doing is you're bringing in this ex-convict and... Tama Tonga, and you're bringing in this ex-convict in Tonga Loa. Oh, now here's the worst of the worst. Here's Jacob Fatu, this ex-convict. And it's like...
And it's funny, because Jacob is the only one that's actually got an arrest record.
But you remember when they were bringing him in, it's like, oh my god, this guy's bad news. And this guy's bad news. It's, oh my god, now they have Jacob Fatu. And it's like, bro, these guys are going to be like hugging plushies in a fucking month.
But like,
honest
dude,
God. But that didn't happen with him.
No. Jacob, they realized what they had in Jacob, and I have been saying it since day one. Since his debut, Jacob is everything they wanted Solo to be.
Yes.
And what is going on?
He is everything Solo should have been.
Thank you.
I never disagreed with you on that. I said let's see how they build him, is what I said. Did I not?
And did I not tell you that regardless did I not give you the warning that he's going to force their hand?
Yep.
To book Jacob to be Jacob.
Yep.
That like he wasn't gonna let them confine him.
No, and that's good. And
he is not. For the most part, Jacob is... Because he's... One thing that I know Bully talked about is cutting promos.
Yeah.
In WWE, it's a you did a script, it's a memorization game.
Mm-hmm. Versus
like in MLW or, circling the independent scene.
It's all freehand.
Here's a microphone, have fun.
Yeah, it's all freehand.
So like you could tell he's still kind of adjusting to that aspect of the game.
But he's doing great at it.
He's doing very well compared to where he was about a year ago. Mm-hmm. And I love that there is growth.
Well, yeah, because all they gave him was 4 words.
I love you, Solo! But as the match continued, broken tongue, death grip, Roman spears Jacob through a table. Jacob gets up, gets hit with another spear to finally have the match be put away.
I thought you were going to mention the spear through the barricade.
Oh yeah, no, I brought that up too. I already brought that up.
No, you said yes. Table twice.
Well, yeah, there was a spear through the barricade while they were fighting on the outside.
Yes.
And that was right before he started attacking the right hand with the toolbox and
there we go.
And the stairs and the So through the table set up in the corner.
Roman retains,
and now an outcome Jimmy and Jay to celebrate. Jacob's in the corner, kind of just, damn, I lost. Mm-hmm. Like that realization that now
where do I go?
Where do I go? But the game was, or the agreement was, he now has to fall in line to Roman.
Yeah.
So after placing the Uofala, they get ready to leave. The MFT shows up in the crowd. Dude, TKO. You know what? You already dropped an F-bomb. Because you really did just drop an F-bomb like 30 seconds ago. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, TKO.
Hey, you dropped 2. I dropped 1.
I bleeped it that second time.
Halfway.
But, man, forget y'all. But anyway. No.
You got 3 of the MFTs left.
Tama Tonga.
Solo Sikoa.
Bring back Tonga Loa. And give me back JC Mateo. But not as JC Mateo. Bring me back Jeff Cobb.
Anyway,
that the releases are but Roman looks at Jimmy and Jay and he's like, yeah, they're family, but I got something for them too. Mm-hmm. As they're making their way up the ring, Jacob finally gets ready to leave the ring. He's having a kind of stare down with Solo.
Yeah.
And he's realizing, man, maybe
I should have asked
Jay being that guy to, come on, bring your behind. Come on. You falling behind. Like, I know you
sit here and clap at him. As if he couldn't just
knock your ass he'd easily. So now we get to the back.
Yep.
Jacob's finally, reluctantly, he joined. He's keeping his word. Mm-hmm. Up to this point. Match just ended, though, so,
yeah.
So, we get to the backstage segment. Roman is asked, what's next for him. And he's like, what do you mean what's next for me? Ain't nothing next for me. I hear all this chatter online, so anybody that wants to step up. And he mentions LA Knight and he mentions Royce Keys by name.
Okay.
I would actually really love to see that collision course. Roman and Royce?
Beautiful.
I would love to see that collision course. That would be beautiful.
Oh, hell yeah.
But, so, he brings that up. They disappear. They walk away. Fast forward to Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
We open with the Bloodline in the ring.
Yeah.
Dude, Roman having the type of money that he does, I understand if you don't want to carry the title through security or whatever, but he has a guy to just hand him and to just hand him the title when he gets into the arena. And it's not like you were flying to a different country. You were in the same arena that you were 24 hours ago.
See, I've seen a lot of people have controversy on that.
You know what? It's Roman being Roman because, like, I'm not mad at it.
No, but the controversy that I have seen with it is like, oh, Roman thinks so low of this title that he won't even bring it home. No, he has to get it handed to him. That's just the controversy of back and forth I've seen on
that's the big energy that he is radiating right now. This is one of those, I don't think less of the title. I just know I got it like that. I don't need to carry this. I choose to carry this. Yeah. Think about it. First version of the Bloodline. He chose when he carried his title. Otherwise, Heyman carried that title.
Mm-hmm.
This time it's, I get to the arena, I got somebody here. By the way, Sam Roberts, you talked about possibly wanting to build generational wealth and getting paid to be his title boy. You and I gonna have to go at it because I want that job too. I'm just saying, I want that job too.
Anyways.
Travel the world and all I gotta do is hand this man the title when he gets into the arena? Say less. Easiest money ever.
Right.
Best money ever. What?
Protect the title with your life.
Bet. If there's a little blood, just know I fought with it. I fought for this, so nobody robbed me. Anyway.
Anywho.
But we get to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Roman
is so goddamn over. Like this version of the Bloodline, and one thing I heard via my wrestling talk, this is the first pure version of the Bloodline. Look at it. It's literally all family. No honorary Uso.
Mm-hmm.
No wise man. Literally everybody that is currently involved with the Bloodline story is in the Bloodline.
True.
They are part of the Fatu Maivia Anuai family.
Yeah.
In some which way or form. It is no outsiders. No Sami Zayn. No Paul Heyman. No. This is where we're at. I love it.
Okay.
So, Jacob gets to the ring. You know, Jay being Jay. By the way, I didn't give the grade A plus for this match.
Okay.
Like Roman continued to build credibility by winning on his own.
Okay.
Jacob, even in defeat, still looked good. And the post-match stare-downs definitely continue to further storylines. A plus. But Jacob comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Never did I think I would see Jacob in a button-down shirt, but that's what we got. He dropped, he admits his loss. He drops to his knees. He's like...
I acknowledge you.
He acknowledges Roman. He's like, I lost to you, but I ain't lose to Jay's punk ass. That one had me... I cackled hearing that. Because Jay's being that... Jay was in the Jacob position 4 years ago when this whole thing started.
Yeah.
So instead of having sympathy, now he's treating him like he's the little brother. Come on. That embarrassing big brother. And speaking of Jay, he's all direct ties to this Bloodline story. Mm-hmm. He's in the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
I need to know two things. One thing. When did King of the Ring become you can pick your champion?
Yeah.
Because it used to be you got the title for your respective brand. And now Roman's over here telling Jay, you're in King of the Ring. The King of the Ring. Win. And go after Cody. Go take that other title. Because now, instead of there only being one head, he is acknowledging there were two heads to the table. So one champion on one champ. Conquer it all. They want to conquer it all. I'm waiting for the day he fails because I need to see this storyline play out. You have siblings. I have siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Flash has siblings.
Oh, yeah.
That big brother messing with his little brother, embarrassing his little brother, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see Jay not get the job done. Because that would be the equivalent of the big brother picking on the little brother, and then the big brother gets embarrassed in front of the little brother. Now you can't tell me nothing, because I just watched this happen to you.
Yep.
I just watched you fail to be a good big... Like, whatever.
Yeah.
And Jacob is there to see it, and now he's like, yeah, we're gonna clock this loss. We're gonna remind you consistently how you failed Roman.
Mm-hmm.
How you failed to get the job done. So you can no longer give me any of the bullcrap that you're giving me, right?
No.
Because, like, the hesitation in Jacob standing, and then he didn't stand behind Jimmy, he stood directly behind Roman. And he hesitated. He hesitated to get the one-up.
Yeah. I noticed that.
You know there's going to be an unfolding here. I need this story, though, to last. I need it to last a while.
Yeah,
because
they have the tools to do it.
Because you know what would be there's a couple organic stories you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
You need go get through SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I want to see long-term booking into Survivor Series.
Okay.
Organic build, Bloodline, MFT, Survivor Series. We should have had that already.
Oh yeah. Well, we kind of did. We had OG Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0. We had that a couple years ago. Yeah, we did. We did. Trust me.
I don't remember that happening in War Games.
That did happen in War Games.
So I'm gonna have to go back and look.
You keep talking. I'm gonna look it up. Because I know.
We had, or you know, LA Knight has been warning everybody about, and in everybody's ear that'll listen, that we need to stop. We need to stop the Roman from getting this higher power, whatever. Since he's come back, since they've started to reform the Bloodline.
Bloodline OG versus Bloodline 2.0.
No,
that's
I mean
how they did it.
True Bloodline.
But that's how they did it.
So like I'm gonna only kind of semi count that, but I'm not gonna count it completely. So we got a version of it that wasn't the version we needed.
Okay.
But you know, I want to see.
Yeah, because this was the ending pose that you loved.
We want Jacob. So Jimmy, Jay, Roman, and then, you know, MFTs. But the other one I can see, everybody that has a problem with, that has or has had a problem with the Bloodline. And somebody, I saw this online.
Mm-hmm.
You give me Rollins, who's had his, think about it. Roman still has never beaten Rollins.
No.
Which is why I want to see Rollins win King of the Ring. Okay. Rollins, Roman, SummerSlam. Roman, you still haven't beaten him.
What?
Punk. Because you know that a returning Punk at some point. But I swear to God, if LA Knight is not on that team.
Oh my God.
What is you doing? Because LA Knight, since the reforming of the Bloodline, has been in everybody's ear. Trying to give warning.
Because he was through the OG Bloodline.
Exactly.
LA Knight doesn't have the best stories LA Knight needs without the Bloodline.
And you know what? Give me Montez, because they've been teasing that little...
I'll say, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
There you go.
But, like, there's so much now going into the summer because of Clash in Italy. So much with the Bloodline. So much with Becky, with Brock Oba, with Gunther Cody.
Yep.
I think the only one that you can't continue a story out of here, out of the match card that we had, was Rhea and Jade.
Yeah, no, that needs to
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because what's next for Soul?
Right?
How do we see... Because she's in the Queen of the Ring tournament. She's not going to win it.
No.
I don't see... No. Like, but you need to figure out what to do with her as IC champion. Don't just put the title on her to put the title on her.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about it. Giving somebody a championship with no direction has led to a lot of discourse amongst the fans. Tiffany was able to 180 that. They put the title on her with no sense of... They put the title on Julia with no sense of direction. Mm-hmm. They put the title on Tiffany with no sense of direction, and what did we get? We now got the U.S. Women's Open Challenge.
Yep.
Which I love for her.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
But, like, you put the title on Lyra. They really didn't give her...
They had no sense of direction except for Becky.
Liv right now has the title. No sense of direction, so now she's in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Like, I need to see...
I find that special. Though.
I need to see Raquel advance and Liv get dropped. Raquel, Liv, finally get further along that storyline, please.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're really just... If this was just a way to get the title off of Stephanie so she can heal up from injury and now she's got to wait. No, I want to see her in the ring. You know, I want to see her make something of this title.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So, what's next for Sol? What's next for Rhea?
Mm-hmm. You gotta find those competitors.
Right now, Roman and Cody are waiting out King of the Ring. Gunther needs, that get back. You set up Brock Oba 3.
Yeah, for SummerSlam.
Clash in Italy surprisingly did a better job of telling some stories
for the next line
than Backlash did, and definitely furthered a lot more stories
from
and
Mania.
Helped further stories that started at Mania.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, I know this was a longer one. We went into a lot of different roads, a lot of different rants. It was beautiful.
And this time it wasn't just me.
No, it was not. That does conclude Clash in Italy. Again, if you guys don't follow our socials, please go back and look in the description to follow them because we will be posting up the brackets tonight. We come back. Lord have mercy. At the end of the month.
We got a lot to come for you guys. So, we come back, what? The 24th, we will be covering at least 2 shows.
That will be Night of Champions, and you said
Great American
Bash. And then that Saturday,
that Friday or Saturday,
we will be coming back for Slammiversary and Forbidden Door. We are covering WWE main roster, NXT,
We are literally
covering TNA.
We are literally covering all four of the 5 brands we cover here. Because if you think in September I'm not about to pull Desario on this damn podcast to cover Triple Mania and AAA.
Hey, how about it?
Like,
I'll even let that be a specialty. That'll be you two.
I bet. But,
Open door.
we have a whole lot going on at the end of the month. And on top of that, we're going to need to see what kind of state of mind I'm in. Because that is also birthday week for Brother Pyro.
Yes, that is. And if you guys have looked on our YouTube social or the other socials as well, Forbidden Door is a live event for us. So we will also be going live on our TikTok and on our YouTube page.
You know what else? What else is a live event that weekend?
Oh.
Slammiversary.
Oh, so we have 2 back-to-back lives. I love this.
At that point, I think I'm just going to keep it as one continuous live.
Yes.
At least on TikTok.
On TikTok,
we can separate it on
from
YouTube.
one to another, but... All right, with that being said, we are out. Clash in Italy. Thank you so much.